Welcome to the Brick Bios podcast, everyone. Glad to see you all here virtually. All right. Jacob's over there. All right.
You good?
So it's good to see everyone here. And I want to welcome our co-hosts, Jacob,
Hello.
Josh,
Hi.
Isaac,
Hello.
George,
What's up?
and once again, I'm Tim. All right. So today we've been having a good, nice little discussion about the future of our podcast.
Dookie.
And
Dookie.
do keep this in mind.
Dookie. Okay. So the joke is
A joke only gets funnier as you explain it.
I stumble on my words.
No,
as
that
we
wasn't
know.
a stumble.
I said, do keep in mind. And Tim goes, what about Dookie? what are you talking about Dookie?
And then it was over from there.
Yeah.
So we've been having a discussion on the future of the podcast, and we're not going away. That is not what that future looks like. Future looks like we want to make sure we're bringing some relevant content to everyone and trying to, we all have busy schedules because this is just our side gig that we just enjoy doing, hanging out together and talking video games, technology, different things, and just having a good time. So what we wanted to do is make sure we're getting content that everyone might find funny, entertaining, and valuable to their lives, whether that's just making fun of us or us actually relaying some good information.
I
So
think it's mainly making fun of us.
probably I can get that.
Mainly making fun of George.
Exactly.
Yeah. We all do a pretty good job at making fun of one another.
Isaac was
times.
the butt of the joke today.
We haven't even gotten there yet. So with that, we have George has been wanting to do more content creation. So if you've seen some of our short content creation, thanks for checking that out.
Brought to you by me.
Yeah, George does a really good job, and he's been getting out some videos, and we want to make sure we get some more of that short form content out. So what we've been talking about is do podcasts bi-weekly. So every 2 weeks we'll come out with a new podcast. And then that gives us time for in those in-between weeks, we can work on some short form stuff. We're going to throw in some longer YouTube videos of that might be some good entertainment value. Not going to give away secrets yet, but
Which, I mean, you already kind of gave it away, so it's not too hard to go into detail about that. But just to add on top of that, so I know you mentioned that we're switching over to a bi-weekly podcast, so you know you'll get this episode. This will still come out,
the normal.
This will be normal. So we had an episode last week. This will come out obviously when you're listening to it, but unfortunately the following week
No
there won't be
podcast,
no podcast. But
short form,
yeah,
more short form.
I
should be
think
coming out.
if you have been paying attention to like our Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts, you notice that our short posts are kind of like sporadic. You might get like 4 a week and then nothing a month.
Yeah.
So George is setting up himself with a goal to how many are you ideally, and I know it's not always going to be that way, but what are you aiming at? So
Hopefully, just 2 to 3 a day is what I want to do. Have people to be able to look forward to that content. So when the podcast isn't out, you guys can look at our short form, and we're kind of doing like stuff off the record that's not involved in the podcast, like how we were doing the imposter stuff. I feel like that was getting a lot of attention from what I saw.
I was just getting our feet wet and
Yeah.
trying it out.
And just doing a lot of other stuff that isn't related to the podcast, but I think the viewers would like. And just to kind of relay off of that, if any of the other viewers are watching this and you liked any of our short form and have any ideas, we're always willing to accept, and
Post
we
it
can
out
always
there
try
for
that.
us. Yeah.
but as Tim also mentioned, is other stuff regarding YouTube. So on top of the short form content and our podcasts, we want to start making pre-recorded YouTube videos. Now, I will keep that a secret as to what
that
we're
content-
what that content's gonna be. I think at the current moment, it's kind of going to be a free for all channel where we're going to post kind of whatever we want to.
Do keep in mind. It,
And that doesn't mean the podcast is going to slow down. We're just going to go from, instead of 4 a month, we're going to do 2 a month.
And
we're trying to bring some more content.
And we're just trying to be more polished. We're trying to flesh out better ideas, so we're not always trying to be on the spot.
While also pursuing side quests.
Exactly. So when we do have a podcast, we have well developed ideas to talk about.
I
and
mean,
then-
that's not the diss. We're pretty good on the spot, I'll say.
yeah,
of
yeah,
the
we
time.
are. But during the beginning of the year, we've noticed is games don't come out every week. New tech doesn't come out every week for us to talk about. So it's
There's slowdown.
Yeah.
definitely a big slowdown.
Yeah.
So
But we still plan, like, if we're still going, we still plan to do like the Game Awards. We'll have like special event episodes and things like that. That's still in the works as those types of things come up. But we wanted to get like a regular cadence that fits into our schedules, but also helps us create more content that will hopefully be more relatable and not just sitting there listening, watching, just us talking on a podcast. So just some shorts that give you get some insight into like our personalities and who we
Yeah.
are and things like that. And
well, I think the other thing is when we did that shorts day, we definitely had a ton of fun. Like behind the scenes, I know the shorts is us, playing the actual game, but behind the scenes,
it's
we're having
hilarious.
so much fun.
Yeah.
So that's kind of mainly, I think that we're seeing this more of this push. I mean, we do enjoy the podcast. I always look forward to doing this. I love sitting down with my friends and having a wonderful discussion, even though one of them likes to make me very angry.
Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac. Not gonna point any fingers or anything, but no, like we enjoy the podcast, but I think there is a certain level of making other stuff that we want to,
Yep.
and definitely wanting to share other aspects that we enjoy. Because I know, and this not gonna be much of a spoiler. I'm pretty sure this was kind of idea. We all talk about games all the time during this podcast. I mean, when we started this podcast, the idea was, what are we going to talk about? And everyone kind of was like, well, we got to talk about gaming. So a part of that is now, hopefully with this YouTube channel, like I said, it's going to be kind of a free for all. But ideally you should be seeing us actually play the games that we talk about, that way you can see how we all interact with each other. And then kind of sharing stuff that we love with the community. I think, which I'll actually shout out one of us, Josh streams on Twitch. If you want to, any listeners, if you want to go.
Yeah, and I'd like to eventually, I don't know if that's quite in the works, but I want to be able to like stream all of us playing more.
We should do like a Helldivers night. I'll put
Yeah, well,
that
I've got
down.
a list of
And then-
games.
Those
here
get
that I'm
hilarious.
playing.
And we have like a Brick Bios Twitch channel set up that shows all four of our perspectives. That's kind of like what we're trying to move into, is just have some side content and not have to solely focus on the podcast, so we can bring
Podcast,
Well, and
so
I
we
think
can
this
bring
will be-
more content to our
Yeah,
viewers.
because ideally we might do in the podcast every 2 weeks now, but the idea is we're going to try to push out other stuff.
I mean, I know it's hard to believe because you only see an hour of our life,
Yeah.
but we do have lives.
well,
sometimes-
some of us
sometimes-
have lives.
sometimes.
right?
We'll get into that.
But we will be recording soon for the YouTube channel and these other shorts. So as far as I think, all the shorts are still going to be going on to the Bricked Bios podcast channel right now, where you're listening if you're on YouTube. But I created a new YouTube channel. This one's going to be called the Bricked Bios Bros. So that's going to be our title for now. If you guys think it's stupid, let us know so we can change it. But no, that's going to be our name for the next YouTube channel. So keep your eyes out for when that comes out. I mean, we'll definitely shout it out, but you never know. It might come up before the next podcast does. So definitely keep an eye out for new content from us.
Did you say my Twitch handle?
No.
No, it's JX_project, and right now I'm doing a playthrough of the original Mass Effect trilogy on the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and maybe I'll do the other ones. I know the other ones after that weren't as good, but that's what I'm doing right now.
And then Isaac, shout out your eBay handle.
Wait, he doesn't
He
have
sells a
it.
lot.
Oh, do you not have your eBay anymore?
I do.
Okay, yeah. Shout out your
alright.
eBay handle so you can buy stuff from us.
That's the only way that I can sell stuff that I don't use anymore.
So speaking of gaming, there's not a ton of new news in the gaming world as of the last week, but one thing I did see is Star Wars Outlaws is coming to Game Pass as of today. Man, and I gave up my Game Pass. Oh, shucks. Missed out on that one.
I know.
I'm looking up the price on Steam. I bet you it's less than Game Pass.
Now
Probably.
now on the flip side,
Would it not be on
I
Steam,
did
though?
see an article. I forget who it was under, but I saw an article this morning, I think, that was talking about how their number of people playing that game right now has gone up. One, probably because it was coming to Game Pass. Two, because it's so cheap. But
$70, by the way, actually.
still not that cheap. But
No.
I think it was because of the winter sales and
Man,
stuff
I
like
played
that.
that game.
But I guess they've done some DLC and they've made some updates that have fixed a few things. But I know to some of the things that you brought up, I don't think there were fixes for without just
I think
doing it.
because I know we talked about this in the past, but I think I had originally made the complaint that whenever you would pick up a gun, you would drop it if you like moved or did anything. I think they did eventually fix that.
Yeah, I think that was a patch I saw.
And I was talking to George about it earlier because we were watching Angry Joe and he does game reviews. And I brought up the questions like, what's the worst AI you've ever encountered? And I mentioned Star Wars Outlaws at the top of my head, like immediately. The AI in that game is terrible.
Trying to let Cat drive you around in Halo Reach. Does that count as one?
What do you mean? That was perfect driving. Off the cliff?
I'm literally off a cliff a couple times. There's nobody shooting at us. It
Yeah.
just was like off.
I think the problem with Outlaws is even if they were to polish it, it's still not a good game.
See, that's my thoughts on Cyberpunk, but apparently I'm in the
It's
minority.
Still not a good
It's
game.
still not. It's like okay. Well, it's not like I'm not saying like it's not like, but it's just like
Now you played
it's
it all
okay.
the way through,
It's
right?
okay. Yeah,
You played the main
I
storyline.
beat the main storyline. I couldn't care.
I mean,
I did some side stuff, but if a game doesn't
if it gets
drag
cheap
me
enough,
into
I'll probably buy it just to check it out because it's in the Star Wars universe and try it. But I'm not going to
See,
spend $70.
there
for
was
it.
If Game
also-
Pass was still $15-20, I would be playing it. Right
Oh yeah, I would too. But no, they went to $30, and we already had that discussion.
I think the major problem with it, like even like once again, if you polish it, you still have the problem of the gun. The you have one gun and throughout the entire game that you like that's your gun. You can pick up weapons, but there's like a cooldown. Like, it's not like a
Do you get to mod it,
kind of,
upgrade?
but it's not
a
good.
bit? No.
You can mod it, it's still not good. It's the worst gun I've ever touched in my entire life in a game. You know what I'm saying? The stealth isn't fun. Like the stealth needs a complete rework in that game. It's so bare bones, and which is crazy because this is coming from the studio that does Assassin's Creed.
Created the stealth environment.
Yeah, and then the stealth in this game is, and no offense to indie developers, but you think this was a low budget indie game that did the stealth.
Which
You know what I'm
which it
saying?
seems like nowadays they've been really stepping up their gaming quality. So
I've seen better stealth on an indie game than with one developer than this game with multiple developers. Which this isn't like I'm not gonna trash on the developers because obviously Clear Obscure definitely shows that it's not the developer's fault here. It's definitely management. So I'm not trashing on the Ubisoft devs. Obviously, you're probably talented workers. It's just your company sucks.
So,
I don't think
so you
that
brought up
helps.
Claire Obscure. So I know we've talked about it. George has played it. I've been playing it. Josh has played it.
Josh hasn't beaten it though.
I haven't.
I haven't either. I'm almost done.
I'm
I'm
only-
in the third act.
I'm only. on the first act.
Jacob hasn't picked it up yet.
I'm waiting. Well, because me and Josh share a Steam family, so I'm waiting for him to beat it. Like the same thing I did with
Isaac,
this
You are
one.
we're not
welcome.
even
Go
gonna
ahead.
bring up Isaac. 'Cause Isaac can't touch Claire Obscure on.
I picked up the Mass Effect because it was $5.
He's going to be returning to, I think, Pokemon Fire Red is what you said.
I never got into the Pokemon games either. So
gonna be playing the Snake.
So that'd be all new to him.
Hey, those are fun games.
So George on Claire Obscure,
hmm
what's your rating? Up to a 10. What would you rate it?
I'd give it a solid 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
That game, because going into the Game Awards, I didn't play it. So watching it win all the awards, which I know a lot of other gamers probably did the same thing I did, was I went out and bought the game to see what the hype was about, and to say the least, that game was impeccable.
And especially if you like turn based.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know anything about the turn-based games,
It's
I feel
a
like
good
this,
intro to turn based.
yeah, I feel like this game introduces that turn-based style really well. The story is amazing. The combat is never boring. the story is never boring. That's one thing I have an issue with most games nowadays is like giving me a long cutscene.
Okay. Did you watch all the cutscenes?
I did.
All right.
But what most games I have a problem with is like they give you like 10 minutes of gameplay, 30 minutes of cutscenes. But like with this game, I was actually intrigued. I wanted to know what was going to happen next. And then during like the final, it's like a whole plot change. It just changes your whole perspective on life itself.
Life.
Well, I haven't got
Well.
that far, so we can't talk about that.
No,
So no, we won't. We won't
music is
give
really
away.
good.
So where are you at, Josh? You're in.
I'm still just. I'm in
Are you in
Act
Act
One
One
at the
still?
Death Row Village, yeah.
Oh man, you got a ways to go.
I do.
but
I know
even
that.
So
after
we can't talk a lot, but
even after you beat the game, there's still so much content to do and just go around and play the game. It's like I definitely understand why they won the awards that they did, because for the amount of money they had and for the dev team that they had, it definitely makes a lot of sense, and they did way better than many of the other AAA titles that were up against them.
Now here's the question: how would you rate it against other Game of the Year award winners in
Um,
the past?
It's definitely better than Astrobot from 2024. What was 2023? Baldur's Gate. I would say they're on par. Baldur's Gate and Clair Obscur are on par, or Baldur's Gate is a little better. Actually, thinking about that, I'd probably bring my rating down from Clair Obscur to A, and a Baldur's Gate would be like an 8.3.
What was your original 1 point off?
What do you mean?
Why is it not a 10?
Why is it not perfect?
Because no game is perfect.
Okay.
Oh.
So just default.
So
you-
9
you
is
can't be
perfect.
perfect.
Okay, well, then what's a game that's perfect for you?
Halo 3.
I knew you were.
I think that's a close, but perfect is like, let's say their campaign is good, combat's good, or gameplay is good, multiplayer is
I
good.
think George is right. To give a game a 10 is to say that it is the perfect game.
Mhm.
So like Halo 3, as much as I'd like to say Halo 3 is the perfect game,
No,
Yeah.
according to
not.
George, what was it?
not.
Halo 5?
No, but like I wouldn't even give Red Dead 2 a 10 because its campaign is a 10, like how Angry Joe rates stuff. It's like the campaign's a 10 out of 10. The multiplayer is like a 2 out of 10. Like
that's a part of Red Dead.
like
too.
GTA would be close because they have a good campaign and a good online. That would be a close 10.
But to give something a 10 is to claim it's perfect.
Yeah.
But
Now,
as,
Jacob,
as humanity,
I'm going to throw this one at you because I know this is a touchy subject for you. What about the Ezio collection?
see, it's a 9 out of 10. That's like a 9.99999 out of 10.
Because it's not
why is it
perfect.
not 10? How is it
Revelations-
not perfect?
Revelations was not
No,
the
well,
best game.
take that one out. That was a single game.
No, okay, so the whole series.
Okay, Brotherhood.
So
If you
take,
gave
take a
Let me say
single.
this.
Take the first one, or what's your favorite one?
Okay. Oh, that's such a. It's a split between Brotherhood and 2. I think Brotherhood's gonna be my better out of the Assassin's Creed games.
And what would you rate it?
A 9 out of 10.
All that for you to be wrong about the best Assassin's Creed game, which is 4, obviously.
No. Okay. And then here I think the problem with like when you go back and play like Assassin's Creed 2, and I'm sorry to like do this whole tangent, George, but to go back and play like Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations, it's an older gameplay style, and so when you go back and play Black Flag, it's a bit newer. It feels more fluid. So I mean, there's definitely that, but in my case, too, like there's writing in the game, and Black Flag's great writing. I think Edward's one of the best protagonists we've had. Compared to Ezio, though, Ezio to me as a character is almost the perfect way to write somebody.
Well, also, you had 3 games.
And there's a reason he's had 3 games.
Yeah, but you get to be a pirate. That's like way cool.
Like, if Edward had 4 games, I feel like
Yeah.
he would be on
He
the
would
same
have been
boat.
the best.
See, but here,
Honestly.
well, let me put it this way. Ezio had 3 games, and over all 3 games, even though Revelations gameplay wasn't the best, Ezio, his character, was still perfect.
Okay, we're talking about game though. We're not talking about the character story. I'm thinking Assassin's Creed.
Well,
4.
we're
but
talking
it's a
about 10 out of
it's a
10.
story game.
If we're talking about 10s out of 10,
Like that's like saying, like in my opinion, The Last of Us Part 2, gameplay wise, is probably a 9 out of 10. Story for me is like a 6 out of 10.
But
So
well,
that
I brought up
changes the
that one
factor.
because Brotherhood didn't have a multiplayer.
I don't think
I
any
don't
of
think
them.
it. No,
No.
they eventually did bring some multiplayer aspects.
I think it
No,
only
I
came
don't
in
think-
4.
But
4 had
yeah, I think 4
multiplayer
did,
aspect.
but I think before that, none of them had multiplayer. So that's why I was asking. You take that factor out because usually, like 4 didn't have a
Mhm.
super great multiplayer, but if you take that and you just look at the game itself, that's why I was curious what you would rate that one as.
Yeah, no, and no. When I say like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, it's like the gameplay can be sort of dated, and that's just because I'm playing an older game. But, like,
yeah, if you, went
have
and
to
played it right
put-
now, because you're
compared to, like-
comparing it to something today.
yeah.
So, but
you have
at
to
the
put
time,
your minds
yeah,
at the time.
time,
Brotherhood
when it was the
was a
game out there.
crazy concept.
So what would you have rated it? Like
9 out of 10. I still would give Assassin's
9
Creed
out of
By
Brotherhood.
this argument, I'm going to say the greatest game is Tetris.
Nah, the
No,
story's
it's a
not
9
good.
out of 10.
10 out of 10.
You want to know what I would give a 10 out of 10? Pokemon Fire Red on the Game Boy.
But that's not a bad argument to
I
say
didn't play that
Tetris is a 9 out of 10.
You did?
No.
Because
No.
Tetris was revolutionary to the gaming industry. It's
That's still
it's
a movie
a
I
great
need to
game.
watch. To just have you watched that movie?
Where he's like,
No.
instead of putting Mario in there,
Let's put Tetris.
put Tetris, because then you get kids and adults.
You'll sell it to everybody.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, you're over here throwing the argument. Well, if I compare it to the old date,
Well, I'm not arguing. I'm saying like, yeah, like I think Tetris is a perfect game almost.
Yeah,
Pac-Man.
like,
It
Tetris
is.
during the time was monumental.
yeah, in the
Pac-Man.
same case that Doom, the first Doom, was monumental.
What's
No,
wrong
it
with
was
Tetris?
Wolfenstein 3D.
Yeah.
But
I would say
Doom,
Wolfenstein before Doom.
Online.
Wasn't it right before?
That's the thing. You gotta remember,
was-
Wolfenstein 3D was the first.
but
first
Doom
person.
was
Yeah.
the first game to introduce multiplayer online,
That's right. Yeah.
and so that was revolutionary for a game. And so they did it well, and that's what I'm saying. So like,
What about Minecraft? Would you count that as a 9 out of 10?
yeah.
10 out of 10?
My thing is, if you give something a 10 out of 10, you're claiming that it's perfect. There's nothing that can be better than it.
Okay.
But that in of itself is
You want-
disingenuous because
I have.
GTA, like we said, GTA 5 is close to being a 10 out of 10.
There's
but-
still there's faults.
I would say Red Dead 2 is better than GTA 5, like as a game, which means there's improvements that Rockstar themselves can see and say we're gonna make a better and better game. And as technology goes, you'll get better and better. So nothing is ever a 10 out of 10 because nothing's perfect.
So like
What about
a
Dave?
perfect game would be like on launch, everything's good. Every single update doesn't break
And
the
there's
game.
literally no
Everything-
game that ever
That
becomes better.
will
than
never
it.
happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you give something a 10 out of 10, that means that there's no game that is ever going to be
Speaking
better.
about giving about 10 out of 10, I have some of IGN's 10 out of 10.
All right. What are their 10 out of 10s?
Some of the good ones here: Baldur's Gate 3, God of War Ragnarok, Elden Ring. They also have Forza Horizon 5 is a 10 out of 10. Deathloop is a 10 out of 10. Crusader Kings 3 makes sense. That's a 10 out of 10. Flight Sim is a 10 out of 10.
Flight Sim is pretty cool.
Is it a 10 out of 10 though?
I wouldn't be like, hey, you guys want to get on flight simulator? And
The Last of Us Part 2 is a 10 out of 10.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
just.
that was a weird year.
Persona 5, Red Dead 2 is a 10 out of 10. God of War 2018, Mario Odyssey, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Overwatch.
Hmm.
They didn't give Tears of the Kingdom a 10?
No, it's not on here.
Huh.
Breath of the Wild's better, apparently.
It's good.
See, and I feel like that's a weird concept because, like, I'd say Tears of the Kingdom is basically Breath of the Wild.
Extending on the story.
Yeah, extending. Are they giving it a lower score because they're going to claim, well, it just plays like the old one?
Probably.
But if you gave the old one a 10 out of 10, I don't know IGN's ratings. I think it's not that right. But like for most people, a 10 out of 10 is like a perfect game. So if you have Breath of the Wild and you're claiming it's a 10 out of 10 perfect game, and then you make another game very similar to that, would that also not be a very close 10 out of 10?
Wasn't there this whole discussion about what they did between a game and its sequel? And they said the sequel was better, but it's a lower rating because
Ghost of
it's more the
Tsushima.
Oh,
same.
Ghost
Yeah,
of
Ghost of
Tsushima. They
Tsushima.
said
Yeah.
they improved on everything, or Ghost of Yote improved on everything that Ghost of Tsushima was,
But it's
but it was
lower.
rated lower.
Yeah.
And it's like, that doesn't make sense. If
Yeah.
you're giving, that's kind of like this.
If you're saying this game is better than the game that it's if you're saying the sequel's better than the game that was originally coming from and rating it lower, it makes no sense.
But I think Ghost of Tsushima already had like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
So the only other option would be give it a 10 out of 10.
but it wasn't a 10 out of 10.
It was like an 8, wasn't it? 7 or 8.
yeah, it was an 8 out of 10, and it Ghost of Tsushima was a 9 out of 10.
So that comes down to is how do you rate something the same score? Like if it's a 9 out of 10, Ghost of Tsushima is better. But a 10 out of 10 is like
But
perfect.
I think they're also you have to take
I
into
think-
account what's relative at the time.
Standards are shifting.
Yeah, because there's going to be different elements that are being looked at that might have been important in the past that aren't now, or were overlooked and not important at the time that now are being really honed in on. So that'll lead to some of the differences in ratings, and it was a human that rated it. So, and humans, we're all perfect, right?
I am. I don't know about you.
You're a 10 out
Yeah,
of 10.
get AI to rate games.
Oh, I don't want to see that. I really don't want to
I
see
think
that.
we'll never
You
buy a
asked, I'm
game.
gonna do it. I'm going to
again.
ChatGPT.
So
So, George, you definitely recommend Clair Obscur.
I definitely recommend all viewers to play Clair Obscur at least once in their life.
It's got a good storyline. I haven't finished it. I'm almost there. Good storyline. It's turn based, yes, but it's not a
not like-
ridiculous.
It's not like very strategic.
No,
either. It's
I
like,
mean-
it's one of those action turn based.
You know what I hate? I hate when people look at games that have turn-based systems or something that's not Call of Duty, in my opinion. I notice that. People look at games that aren't Call of Duty and say, that doesn't look fun, that looks boring.
Oh, what I like,
That's my dad.
what I like is that playing most of the time first person shooters, and then you go to a turn based, gives you a second to really sit there and think, or like, you know what? I'm at this natural pause point. Let me go grab a drink or something and come back while I'm thinking through my strategy here. I like that little slow down, take your time,
I think
and plan out your attack.
Fallout.
Well, and I'm going to say,
Yeah.
like, this would be a better, like, starting point, Clair Obscur, and then do something like Baldur's Gate, where it's not just about pick your attack, but it's like you can change your tactics completely
Yeah.
or use, your abilities, your magic, whatever.
Baldur's
you
Gate
have.
is probably one of those harder turn based games, though.
but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like just learn the basics of turn based, and then you get more creative with it, and then you go into like something like Baldur's Gate,
But-
where you can do
'cause
virtually.
I think that's
anything.
one thing that, like, going back into like Isaac's dad, no offense to Isaac's dad if he listens to this, but it's such a disingenuous thought process to say, like, the game looks boring. And I think it's a fair, I mean, we definitely judge with our eyes. It goes back to, don't judge a book by its cover. You're judging it before you're actually giving anything a try or actually diving into it. But I think it's such a disingenuous way to look at something, especially like game or like, cause I know there was like outrage regarding when Baldur's Gate 3 won, or now that when Clair Obscur won, where people were like, how does a turn-based game win Game of the Year? This looks so boring. Or this is an old gaming tactic that they used back in the 90s because they couldn't do real-time action or whatever. But I'm like, that's such a weird way to look at it, and not just say,
yeah.
why are people having fun with this game? Why is turn-based sticking around? Why do it's like the same thing? We have video games now. Why are people playing board games?
Because they're fun.
They're fun. They
Yeah.
they can
They
do
serve
things.
different demographics, and
No, I think
what you do find though is as you start to build up your skills and get new things, new skills, new abilities, and then you get used to those, you find the characters you like to play, and then the abilities that you like to play, and then you'll find how those interweave together. So then eventually you have like your squad set up that. It doesn't take me very long. I know, all right, here's what I'm going to do. Boom, 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 bam, bam, bam. It becomes very quick what I'm doing. And also with the abilities, so you choose your ability, you hit it, and then you got to try to get it perfect to get more power out of it, more damage and things like that, or more heal. And so there's also a timing piece to that. And you get pretty quick at it. Like I was just click. I knew my timing and everything. It's just click, 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 click.
But
Parry was still hard.
I think
That
just,
timing on parry.
I got to the point where I was only parrying. Like, there's no point to dodge.
he treated it like it was Dark Souls.
Yeah, we had this whole conversation. Like, if there was a boss, I was like, I see a little bit of sliver of health go down, it can die.
No, I just sat there and dodged as I needed to.
Nah, I parry everything. I sit there, die like 100 times till I learn.
No, I don't have that patience.
You guys want to hear ChatGPT's top 10?
Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
So what is this range? What is the range? Is it years of games,
said-
or are they just saying?
List of top 10 video games. Like I said, list out the top 10 video games of all time in your own opinion.
All right.
This
Wait,
is
what
what it-
AI?
AI said.
No, which AI?
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. Okay.
All right, number 1, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
That's valid.
Number
That's
2, The
valid.
Witcher.
Well, give the explanation why they're giving them.
No, that's gonna take forever. It just says redefined open world freedom and player-driven discovery, which is true.
Also, wouldn't it make more sense to start from 10 and then go to 1?
I'll work fine. Makes me feel
Well, you already ruined
Yeah, you
one.
already ruined
number
one.
1. I'm just going down the list. Number 2 is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Makes sense.
Number 3, Dark Souls.
Which one?
First Dark Souls.
The first Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I'd say Dark Souls 2 was better out of that. Unless they're going like Impact, Dark
Dark Souls.
It
What was
Demon
their
Souls
explanation?
entire genre.
Demon
Atmosphere.
Souls is what actually started the genre.
Elden Ring is better.
Yeah, you can make the argument.
Number
All right.
4, Red Dead Redemption 2.
It's valid.
Number 5, one of my personal favorites, Super Mario World. That's a good game.
Super
Number
Mario.
6, Half-Life 2.
Half-Life 3 confirmed somewhere.
Half-Life 2 is valid because it changed a lot of like the FPS genre and like storytelling of that nature.
Number 7, Elden Ring. It did throw Elden Ring in there. Number 8, Minecraft.
Two Souls. Okay, that's valid.
Number 9, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
So
Mm,
Legend of Zelda got 2 in the top 10. Josh,
and
how
the
do you
Two Souls,
feel
like,
about not even a single Halo on?
You know, it's valid. I mean, some of these games. And number 10, Mass Effect 2. Which I haven't got to that one, but I heard it's really, really good. I missed that.
I could see all of those being valid, but AI is wrong.
Yeah, I think.
AI is wrong.
Do you ever think it was going to be a little philosophical?
Mhm.
Oh, great.
But I was like,
Wait. I want to answer something real quick, so keep that thought. You know how you said what's the worst AIs?
yeah.
I'd say the worst AI would be for the one from Portal.
Oh,
That's valid.
video game AIs.
Yeah, that's valid.
It's valid. They were pretty evil. But I was just going to throw out there from like an aspect of we're talking about like top 10 video games of all time or games that are 10s or whatever. I almost would you say it's not an accurate description to list all of video games in a top 10 list.
No.
Because they're tens in their own way.
Yeah, and it's going to be everyone has played different games. Everyone has not played all the same games. So to consider that, Jacob, what would be your top 3 video games for you?
Video games for me, that's what I'm saying. Like it's hard because I played a lot of games.
But what, like,
If I want to say like
and whether it's you go back to them or they had an impact, like they
Because
were your
if-
favorite.
If you're gonna say that, I was like Halo 3 would be my number 1 childhood game. The way like Halo was the reason I got into gaming in the first place. And Halo 3 was just like a nail in the coffin type of thing. You know, it's like this is it. Gaming is my hobby. Halo 3, I've put so many hours in that game. It taught me how to play games and it like made me have that love. Number 2, another game that made me love storytelling because like as a kid when I played like Halo 3, I didn't really care about the cutscenes, honestly. I just want to go shoot aliens. Like, you know, as a kid as you do, but then Assassin's Creed 2. Specifically just 2, not Brotherhood. Assassin's Creed 2 would be my top 2. It got me to fall in love with stories in the way that like nowadays I watch movies, I read books, and I've come to have a passion for storytelling or look at like and that's what I was talking about. Like Edward's a good character and all that, but in my opinion, Ezio's a better written one. Ezio is almost the perfect written character.
Oh, because he had a
And-
full story arc.
All of fiction. And it's crazy to me because Ezio was written by 3 different people over 3 different games. It wasn't the same person for all 3.
Mhm.
So to get a character so accurate and so right over the 3 games where he's so different, but because like when you go from like Assassin's Creed 2, Ezio's this childish character. He's like 17. and he makes mistakes. He's arrogant. He's always rushing in. He's thinking, he's using his emotion to think. And as the game goes on, you beat the bad guy, story ends, but Ezio's story didn't end. And so you go into Brotherhood, and he's still, he's more of a mature man now.
Well, first of all, you have to clarify. Towards the end of Assassin's Creed 2, he's
He was
40 years old.
Yeah, he was 40 years old. And so he does become a mature man,
So you get to see him grow up,
Yeah.
kind of.
but he makes a mistake. He doesn't kill the Pope. And that bites him in the butt in the second game. And it causes him.
Well, the second, it's like flows. The first or the second game, Assassin's Creed 2,
So the buffering symbol over his head.
Assassin's Creed 2, and then Brotherhood, they like connect
one
each other.
right after the
It's like
other.
Yeah,
one
there-
right after
yeah.
the other.
Revelations
There
a little
wasn't
bit
years.
after.
Yeah, there was.
But like, I would
What's
highly.
game number 3?
Well, I'm not going to. So, but I would just say.
Yeah, we're waiting on game 3, not
games. Let me bring you
Ezio
down this
3.
philosophical journey that I've
I'm just
had.
saying,
So-
as okay, for any listeners, I would recommend. There's a YouTube video out there that explains why Ezio is one of the best written fiction characters in all of fiction. I totally recommend watching that. I won't go into detail, but he's a great overall character.
Okay, so what's your number 3? Top.
Number 3,
Your last top.
game. This is a rough one. I would
Think of
say
a couple.
a couple. I have definitely fallen in love with RPGs, and I would have to say influential to me would be like Elder Scrolls, Skyrim.
Have you ever been in the game?
Yeah, I have, and it's kind of disappointing.
I'm pretty sure you told me the other day you haven't been in the game.
No, I beat in the game. I beat Skyrim. I killed the dragon, and then I was told to leave. Isaac knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Kill the dragon. It's like, thank you.
Now go.
Okay, don't.
Kind of like the end of the original Fallout game.
There's a portal. Get back home. So there's my top 3. But I don't think that's like. Are those games all 10 out of 10s?
No,
I don't.
but that's to the point of how everyone who does these ratings is going to think differently and what they're going to look for. So a 10 out of 10 for someone is not going to always be a 10 out of 10 for everyone. It's just to help people have an idea of like, all right, there's quite a few people, critics, which we all love critics and hate critics at the same time because you don't really care about their opinion sometimes. But you want to see the rating. Is it worth something maybe to look at or not? So, all right, Josh, what's your top 3?
Okay, my top 3 probably is going to be difficult, but I think the number 1 for me is Halo Combat Evolved. Just always go back to that one. Number 2 is probably going to be Super Mario 64. And then number 3, this is going to be a tough one because I wanted to think like a Fallout game, but the one I've probably played the most has been 4. But I know that's not the best one. Then there's a couple. I know those top 2 for sure, but then there's like a handful. Like Minecraft is a game we always go back to and play, which I think is a good game.
I remember they used to make fun of me for playing, like being obsessed with Minecraft.
Well, yeah. If you're
You
obsessed
know.
with anything, you make fun of people for it.
I
But
was
I was
also-
also going to
also-
say like Knights of the Old Republic too. That's another game that it's like I like to play.
I was 8 when they made fun of me.
To be fair, I still have Halo stuff all on my YouTube. So
Oh.
Red versus Blue was a whole thing when we
Yep.
were kids. So
Isaac, top 3.
I thought about it for a bit. So I wouldn't say I have a top 3, but I'll say I'll pick one game in each of the genres that defined my gaming like upbringing. First one, Call of Duty Black Ops. Because that game introduced me to the zombies genre. It's like that's the game that me and my friend would play after school, go to his house, play on his PlayStation, just try to get to rounds freaking 10 because we sucked at it.
Is that why you're into like roguelikes of always restarting in a different run?
That's probably why.
This makes so much sense now.
So like I loved that just cycle of just, okay, we're going to try this strategy and we're going to try buying this gun instead, or we're going to try going through this door instead. And it's like just having that just ongoing thing. And then eventually Black Ops 3 like perfected it for me. But people would probably say, oh, World at War was better as a Call of Duty game, or oh, Black Ops 2 was better. But
Yeah,
like
I like
Black
them
Ops
all.
was my peak for that time. And then getting into RPGs, Skyrim as well, like Jacob, because that was the game that introduced me to the genre. And then I eventually tried out Fallout 3 after that. It's like, oh, it's Skyrim, but with guns. This is cool. And other people would say, oh, no, Morrowind's the better RPG because, this reason, or Oblivion. But I didn't start with those games. I started with Skyrim, and that's the game that got me into Steam. So it's like my OG. And then finally, Binding of Isaac, because eventually roguelikes became my favorite genre, and that's like the definitive, this is the roguelike you should play if you start liking roguelikes.
And that's when Isaac changed his name.
His real name
His real name was
Kevin. No, kidding.
You're more like a Bartholomew.
George. What are your top 3?
Just listening to you guys talk about your top 3, because I know a lot of you talk about the games that defined your like reason why you play games.
Well, so this is our favorite. This is our top 3.
Yeah. I feel like my top 3 games of all time would probably have to be Minecraft is up there, because that defined my childhood. Like I always could go back to that game.
You had the Jenny mod with that, right?
Exactly. Yes. No, but Minecraft is probably one of those that just like I said, defined my childhood. Complete opposite of that, I'd probably put GTA 5 up there, because that also, I was like 6 years old when that game came out, and I still
That's
play it
what
to this
happened
day.
to George.
How is that complete opposite of that?
What?
Minecraft is
And GTA.
Well, I guess kid friendly to not very kid friendly.
Yeah.
Hey, who's to say what he was doing in Minecraft was kid friendly?
yeah.
But I would say that because I remember back in my youth when I was like 8 years old playing GTA.
Back in my day.
How does that make you feel?
How old are you, George?
I'm 20. But even to this day, I can still go back and play GTA and have some fun, like back in the day.
That was 12 years ago.
I know. I'm thinking. I've already done the math.
Tim's over here like 12 years.
Yeah, I
ago.
remember.
It's not that long ago,
I
man.
remember getting money for my birthday to specifically get a hard drive for my Xbox 360 to play GTA 5.
So you had the space.
Yeah, because I originally thought if I bought a flash drive that was 5 gigs, I could play it, but that didn't work. So I needed an actual hard drive. Now, last game's pretty hard, but for what has been keeping me to playing games for this last year was probably Marvel Rivals. It's probably something I would put for my top.
That's his like.
Rivals.
Well, George is because I've played with him. George loves hero shooters.
And he also loves the feeling of getting absolutely annoyed and driven by anger to like motivate his gameplay. So
Exactly.
You know what? Me and George, because I really will play anything, but this guy had me play Rainbow Six Siege for like 3 years of our lives together.
Yeah. I'm
And-
the one that got you into that game.
No, most of the hero shooters that we play is because of him. I never come to him and say, let's play a hero shooter. That's him.
Hmm.
And I play with him because he's my friend, and I want to spend time with my friend. Even though those
Not 'cause
games
he feels bad.
absolutely like infuriate me. Like Marvel Rivals, if I didn't play with George, would never touch that game.
But if I were to have changed one, I lost my train of thought. Actually, never mind.
Tim, what are your top 3?
I've been thinking
Tennis for
about that.
2 is up there.
Pong.
Pong. Hey, I did play it. Was featured my childhood.
Got your Galaga there, Space Invaders.
Guys, that's too new for Tim. He
Dude.
was like tic-tac-toe on the cave walls.
Foursquare.
Always start in the corner. Okay.
Sorry, Tim. We love you.
For me, I think it would be, I don't know, that it's been tough because hearing some of the different thoughts you guys have had. I would say probably some of my favorites now, I haven't gone back to it, is KOTOR, the first one. That one was my first RPG, and but also I love Star Wars, and the storyline for that was really fun. And I played that a lot. That also tied into some of the other Star Wars movies like Jedi Outcast, Jedi Knight Academy, things like that. So those all kind of tied all in together. And then after that would be probably Halo 3. Beats out Halo 2 and 1, but Halo 3 because of the multiplayer aspect. Love the storyline, but the multiplayer was that was college time, and so all me and my roommates in the apartment we had, dude, we played Halo 3 all the time. And then we would do local LAN parties and someone else would bring over their Xbox and Halo 3, and so that was defining. And then 3 I don't know, it's got to be that's the third one has been where I've been struggling to think.
It's hard to make 3 because
Yeah.
you mentioned Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, and that was dude.
Oh yeah.
My most watched clip on TikTok is me playing Jedi Academy.
I remember playing that game as a kid, and I was like 4. I was really bad. I think I just replayed the first 2 missions because that's all I could like comprehend.
I was 4.
I know you're gonna be like, well, I was like 16, but like, let me put this in. I was like so young, and like Star Wars was cool.
And then
I didn't like. I just replayed the first 2 missions.
So what
because I was
happened when you cut a guy in half?
I thought it was the coolest thing. Dude, I was like, I'm a Sith. I'm gonna murder people. But then like, I remember I found out that it could. It came to the like you could play it on the Xbox One.
Mhm.
So I bought it. I beat that game like 30 times
Oh yeah.
in 1 month.
Oh yeah.
That game's so addicting. Jedi Knight.
It's
Jedi
so
Academy.
fun.
It's so fun. I'd recommend listeners. You listen to me right now. You go out there and you buy Jedi Knight Jedi Academy.
Don't expect much out of the graphics, but it's a fun game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. I think, I wanted to go like maybe a Call of Duty because I have put tons of hours into various Call of Duties. Favorite Call of Duty would be the first Modern Warfare 2. But I think actually Splinter Cell, that one was a fun game. The very first Splinter Cell, I put a lot of time into that because it kind of goes back to Isaac's kind of more the roguelike, but there were some levels playing on the hardest level that took me forever to finally beat. And that one, because you had to sneak around. It was Ubisoft back when they
We're
were
good.
and did it right.
Ubisoft's Prime.
Yeah, Splinter Cell, and then that was when after that what led into Assassin's Creed and stuff like that. But they were getting into that the sneaking around part and perfecting that with Splinter Cell, and they did a really good job. And that first Splinter Cell, it stands out to me is that one of the missions where you have to break into the FBI. So you can't kill anyone. You have to knock them out, hide the bodies. That mission took me forever to beat on the hardest level. And so I put a lot of time. So I think that's what got me into more like the Assassin's Creed, the other Splinter Cells, and things like that over those years. So those are my top 3. Be KOTOR, Halo 3, and Splinter Cell.
But I bet you if we came back and revisited this conversation in a month, we'd all have
Okay.
different options.
No, I don't think.
I don't think so.
I think
Mine and Tim's are all from the early 2000s and 1990s.
I think
Oh.
they would change. I think there's things that you forgot you played.
Yeah,
And it's
there
just
is.
Red Dead
Most
Redemption
definitely.
2. would
Yeah.
probably-
Pac-Man, Joust,
I think there's games that you forgot
on Atari.
or there's games that you like at the time right now you're not thinking
I mean,
they had that big of an impact.
I put a ton of hours into Pitfall.
Because I actually didn't even think when George mentioned GTA 5, I was like, oh yeah, that's been my most played game.
Like,
of
I'm
of all
not lying
time.
either. I did.
Like,
Pitfall frustrated me so bad.
for me and Jacob, GTA 5 is probably our most played game of all time.
We're still going back and playing it. Like, just
Yeah,
recently. We
like
just
I
started our
probably
online
back
again.
when I was on Xbox, I probably beat the campaign for like 10 times. For no
Probably
reason.
my most played game of. Oh, okay. So that's another thing. Is what's your most played game of all time? Is it GTA?
We don't
5?
want to answer this. We don't want to answer this.
Let's hear it, Josh. What's your most played game of all time?
I don't know for sure, but I think it's Halo 5.
Multiplayer.
Okay. Yeah.
They have to
Yeah.
specify multiplayer.
Yeah,
Please
multiplayer.
specify
Yeah, no,
multiplayer.
multiplayer.
No, I get it.
I was
Still
on
Halo 5.
X-Ranked.
What?
I said it's still Halo 5. Doesn't
Still Halo.
change it.
It's
Yeah.
good. I was on X-Ranked in Halo 5 multiplayer. So.
Yeah.
I'm
Is it-
ashamed of mine. It's Warframe.
Warframe. Oh yeah, I remember we talked about that George, what's your most?
Like I
played
said,
game?
it would be GTA. From the hours
GTA 5.
combined from Xbox, I played that game all the time,
Dude, I don't think
and probably maybe even Rainbow. But
I think.
I've ever played a GTA Online session without you. Like growing up as a
You guys
kid.
want to hold hands now? Or?
Well, no, like
we said that.
George, come here. But like,
I'm never gonna play GTA without you.
no, this is just making me think about like growing up as a kid.
He's about to
I'm
cry,
like-
people. He's like, we've had a moment.
But I don't know, just like I think my love for gaming is like I was talking like I like story games, but honestly, the majority of fun I've had has been playing with George. I know this is like we're best friends, whatever, but like
Call back to last episode. You were like, for my resolution, you want to get
We're getting
closer.
Hey,
Exactly.
this is
We're
a
getting
thing
The
closer.
bromance is
We're getting
coming out.
You guys, hands,
This guy-
hands
this-
together. You guys look him in the eyes.
Escalated so
But-
quickly. It's
but I
been
just wanna
4
say,
days,
like-
guys.
I just want to say like I was watching videos on my TikTok or Instagram and it was making me all sentimental because it was like it was like sitting there, it was like, you know, growing up was amazing. You know, growing up with my best friend wouldn't change that for a thing. All the memories we made on GT, like, and it was like compilation clips of like Vanoss gaming and them playing like back in the day, and it just sort of made me like sit back and go like, wow, like this. I love my life, you know. I'm very optimistic. I got that hope core in me.
I remember we spent like a New Year's playing GTA.
We spent New Year's, 4th of July,
Yeah.
Christmas,
Yeah.
like, holiday, not Valentine's,
Actual
not
holidays
Valentine's,
playing GTA.
not Valentine's Day. Just want to clear that.
Are you sure? Is there a way to
Maybe
track
one
old
time.
history?
Maybe one time, but like, I do remember we would stay up at night. not on Valentine's.
There was
but,
that
like,
one Valentine's night.
It was a couch gaming session.
Start fan fiction about Jacob and George. Oh,
I'd
no.
love to read it.
But no, I was just like thinking about that. It's like I think the majority of like the love for my games has come from just playing with friends.
Sarah's gonna be watching this. Like, he's never talked about me this way.
Look, man, I'm just saying.
I-
I'm glad I still hang out with my best friend.
I have to say that a lot of my fun experiences gaming have always been with friends. Like, there's always been cool, epic moments when you're playing by yourself and things like that. But the fun times have always come like when you're playing Halo and you're like in the apartment in college. We had a TV in the living room. We had a TV in our computer room, and we linked them through an Ethernet cable. And you'd hear a guy, I'm on the little 17-inch TV, and there's 4 of us on that little screen. The other guys have the 40-inch out in the living room. And there's one of my buddies. He always ran as the alien and the elite. So I knew I'm shooting at him, and he's like, "Don't shoot me! Don't shoot, Tim! Don't shoot!" And you just hear him yelling down the hallway, and he knew it was me shooting at him. And it's just those moments, and we do capture the flag and things. Those moments of hanging out with the buddies.
Those are like the best moments.
like
that
yeah,
you could have.
like you always remember those moments. I don't remember always the epic like things that might have happened in a game or the storyline all the time, but those times where you had fun.
with friends on a
Yeah.
multiplayer match, that's like the most memorable times.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I can relate to that. Just don't know about the whole bromance thing. But
I think I had probably the most fun playing with my little sister, like the local co-op games that we had available
Yeah.
on PC. Disco Dodgeball Roller Derby. If you guys have ever heard of that game, it's just dodgeball, but you're robots, and it's like everything's all techno and like rave and synth and stuff like that. It's so fun, but
think I have-
you need
I've
to
heard
play
of that
with
one.
people. It's just
what was the name of it?
Disco Dodgeball Roller Derby, something like that, or Robot Roller Derby Disco
Dodgeball. I'm
Dodgeball,
gonna have
something
to
like
look
that.
that up.
Just look up Disco Dodgeball, you'll find it.
I think basically at the end of this episode, what we're all trying to say is at the end of the day, gaming is meant to be shared.
Robot roller.
So-
Right. Just go dodge.
Go have a bromance with somebody. All right.
Actually, going back to the moment where you just said next week our tier list or our top 3 are going to be different, mine just changed already.
Oh.
I'm taking out Minecraft. I'm putting Resident Evil 4. I forgot to think about that game.
What's the most obscure game that you play, like that you remember, like that not a lot of people would know?
the Captain Crunch game that came in the cereal box.
The Burger King game.
Dude, you had a
On
little
the
you had-
Xbox One.
So in the Captain Crunch game, you have a little crunchling, and you'd have to feed it Captain Crunch to make it grow big and strong. but then you had to like train it for like the Olympics, and there's 3 games. There was rock throwing. So you like there was like dinosaurs in the background. There's a volcano going on, and there's like rocks falling from the sky, and you have to throw rocks at the rocks.
Dude, this is a short
Right.
for you right now.
This is the level up them arms.
So it was like one of those little
But
pet things.
yeah.
yeah, and then
But it was on the computer.
there was another game.
No.
Yeah,
No, it came
was
on
like-
a disc.
Yeah, it came on a disc.
Oh,
put
wow.
put it in my Windows 7 computer. And I remember
That's
there
a
was
good Windows.
there was one game where you had to race a turtle that was going backwards. And you were on a skateboard.
Did you
and-
lose?
Dude, you make one mistake and the turtle's gone. Like he's gone. There's no catching up. You make one mistake and it is over for you. All right, that game punished you. It's like you have to be perfect. To win the Olympics, you need to be perfect. All right?
That's practically the Olympics in real life.
Yeah, this one. Look, there's the Crunchling game. It was the Captain Crunch game where you had a Crunchling. I used to malnourish mine. I'd forget to
You
feed it.
didn't win. No food for you.
Pretty much.
It's you can find
What do you mean you lost to the turtle? No food, no Captain Crunch.
Do you guys remember on? I think it's both on Android and iOS. The Carnivores game.
Yes.
I played the original PC games.
Yeah.
I would cry
The
if a
carnivore
T-Rex killed
games?
me.
Dude, the T-Rex frightened me as a little 6-year-old.
What are the carnivore games?
Yeah, it's a dinosaur hunting game.
Yeah,
And you had to kill the T-Rex. It was a sniper to the eye.
to the eye. Yeah, it was only killable in the eye.
Yeah.
And if you missed, you cried and you like because you're a little 6-year-old.
You can try to run.
Carnivore's Dinosaur Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah. From
They-
like
I think they did a-
1999. I
Yeah.
like a remaster recently.
Oh,
but I
okay. Yeah, I remember.
you know,
this.
Do you remember Thrillville?
but I was gonna throw another obscure Blue Oceans, endless Blue Oceans, or whatever that game was called.
Yes. I was playing that on the
It
Wii.
was-
that day.
I got my obscure.
It was a Wii game, and you explored the ocean. I probably came like I've been on like my little. I go on like tangents, random through the year. Currently, I'm in my dinosaur and ocean tangent, where it's like I'm just like feeding in my brain dinosaur facts and ocean facts.
My obscure game is Spider-Man Cartoon Maker on Windows 95.
You want to know my obscure game is?
Maker.
Spider-Man.
The old Windows
Put a
Cake
lot
Maker.
of time into that.
Dude, that I remember that one.
Have you ever played the Windows Cake Maker game?
No.
Did you ever play what was the card game? Where you have like 7
Solitaire?
decks. Yeah, did you ever play Solitaire as a kid, but you didn't know what you were doing?
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you just like click around, but then if you got that cool animation, you're like,
Where to play
the
everything.
the only one where I could play was Spider Solitaire because it's much easier for me to understand.
it's like matching.
You're saying you never played this on like Windows 10 or like Windows 7?
I did play that.
Oh, by the way, shout out for anyone who is a weirdo like me and uses Linux. You can find the Windows XP Space Cadet 3D pinball as a flat pack.
Oh,
I
yes.
sunk so
And
many hours into
It's
that.
a recreation of it, completely recreated
Wow.
from the ground up. It's the same exact thing.
Can
Play
I
that for
get
some
a
nostalgia.
recreation of the Captain Crunch game, please?
Here's a good one.
you.
You need a
Windows
remaster.
95 Microman.
I used
The
to play
Adventures
Club
of
Penguin a
Microman.
lot.
Dude.
Not because. Do you remember the Indiana Jones point and click game we had, Josh, as a kid growing up? The Indiana Jones one.
It was actually a feature on the Wii game. It was the secret. I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to explain how it was. So on the Wii, there was an Indiana Jones game, and I'm trying to remember what it was called. It was like the Staff of Kings or something like that.
It was
Indiana
about
Jones.
Moses,
There you go,
wasn't
George.
it?
Yeah, but one of the
Micro.
bonus features on it was you get to play Indiana Jones and the Lost City of Atlantis or something like that. And it was like that. You can find that on Steam actually.
Dude, that game was so fun. Also, do you remember the Pirates of the Caribbean?
Caribbean.
Caribbean.
We're not doing
Caribbean.
this.
Atlantis, yeah.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. That game, it was so fun. I didn't know what I was doing because
So how was it fun?
I was Indiana Jones. Like the same way. Do you remember the Jaws Unleashed game for the Xbox? I didn't know what I was doing. I just went and killed people.
Oh, I have a similar experience.
I used to,
I had a Game Boy that had Spider-Man, and I would just swing around, and I would never do the objective. 'Cause swinging around was just fun.
I think that's what Jacob did in the latest
no,
Spider-Man.
I don't think people understand. When you're a kid, like those movie tie-in games were crazy. You just needed one fun mechanic that a kid could replay over and
Yeah.
over.
You know,
and you're entertained for hours.
you know, it was a good game movie, like
the
game
SpongeBob movie game
That one was good, but I was thinking Captain America, the video game.
for no reason.
That was like a super fun game.
No, that was
played
on the
that
Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. It was like it was almost trying to be like Arkham City almost, like with
Yeah.
the combat. Check it out, it was pretty fun. But I'm just saying, we need more movie tie-in games
I don't think we did.
Another obscure thing. So
for kids.
my brother had a PlayStation 2 and we had a movie gallery. He'd always steal games from there. But do you guys remember the demo discs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was a specific demo disc, and I would replay the same Jimmy Neutron game demo like over and over.
The one level.
Yeah, the one level over and over again.
Star Wars Battlefront. We
yeah.
never owned the original game.
Oh, the original?
on Xbox.
I
We
did.
never owned it. We had a demo disc.
No, it wasn't
It was
a
on-
demo disc. It was when you got the original trilogy bonus pack or whatever.
You get a demo disc of Battlefront.
Well, I didn't know this. So what happened? So, okay, so you get the 3 discs, and then you get 1 disc that was just full of special features about them making the original Star Wars trilogy. If you put that on an Xbox, that disc was a demo disc, and I didn't realize that. And so one day I put it in my Xbox because I wanted to see how they made Star Wars. And
Oh, because we had the DVD plug-in.
Yeah.
and yeah, when it plugged it in, it started playing Battlefront, and I was like,
Dude, but it was a time limit. You could play one round, and then it would you had to
turn it,
it
off
would
and do it again.
basically end the demo, but you could just shut the game, the Xbox off, boot it up, and replay. Dude, I know Endor like the back of my hand because I was like a child and had no money,
There was this.
and so I just replay. And I always loved being the Empire because I loved shooting the little Ewoks.
There was this one movie tie-in game that
cynical.
I loved on the Wii. It was the Meet the Robinsons game. Have you guys ever played that game?
No, I'm looking
No,
it up.
That game was so fun. You got to dodge meatballs in that game.
so it prepared you for the future, George,
Exactly.
for dodging balls.
No, I love that game.
Isaac's face.
Were there meatballs in the movie?
Yeah.
I don't remember that scene.
When they cloudy.
What?
Are you talking about Cloudy with a chance of meatballs now?
Completely different movie.
Dude, wait, hold on. Do you guys remember? Did anyone play the Shrek 2 Xbox game?
Yes.
Dude, I remember. No, I hated that because I was the little brother, so I never got to play as Shrek or Donkey. I was forced to play as Fiona.
Which is, looking back now, she was the only one that could fight.
Yeah, no, she was, but like,
The
I
original Star Wars.
wanted to be
Battlefront.
Shrek.
Yeah.
I wanted to be Shrek, man. He was cool.
You want to know what obscure game? In the Madagascar movie disc, there was like an extra option where you would fly a plane and you had to choose the right items. In the DVD, it wasn't even a game. It was just like,
Dude, this is really bad. So, do you remember the Superman Doomsday tie-in game on that you played on your TV remote?
yeah, it was on the TV remote.
That was so hard because the response time was terrible, but it wanted you to be instant to do it. So you would go to you'd be Superman fighting Doomsday, and you needed to press right on the arrow or do a series of arrows, but it was so laggy that you would wouldn't meet the time thing, and then you just watch Superman absolutely get killed. And it would happen so many times. I think
Oh,
we're going
man.
on too much of a
All
rant.
right.
Good times.
So going down memory lane for these youngsters. No, this was I think a good discussion, and good time. No, I'm not gonna bromance with you,
You don't have the hours in Minecraft with them.
and I am totally fine with that. So no, I've enjoyed it. I think that's gonna wrap up our discussion for this week. Everyone, just remember that here in 2 weeks, we're going to come out with our next podcast episode. Now, in between, we are going to be working on the short form content. So look out for those videos coming out. There'll be clips from the podcast, some funny moments. There'll be different things that we're going to be doing, challenges and things like that. So look for that. If you have any ideas, like George said earlier, if you have any ideas, tag us. And
Hopefully nothing that'll get us sued or killed.
yeah, I
canceled.
mean, if we see that, we're gonna question it and then move on. But it's not to say we might entertain the idea.
Mhm.
But
Maybe
yeah, if you have some good ideas, let us know, and we appreciate you guys. And this is us signing off. Jacob,
Bye. Also, remember, go play Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood and Revelations.
or just go watch the video.
Also-
Josh, Isaac,
See ya.
George.
Bye bye.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you.